Thank you to the EA Creator Network for providing me with a code for this kit. Hi everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Sims 4 apartment renovation. So yeah, today we're actually in Evergreen Harbour. We're renovating the Pinecrest apartments number 402. And we're actually going to be doing something with the new Book Nook Kit that we got, I believe, last week. So yeah, I do just want to say a huge thank you to the Creator Network for giving me a code for this pack so that I could, so that I didn't have to buy it myself, basically. So yeah, I did get a free code for this pack, but that is it. I wasn't paid to make content about it or anything like that. I do just have to give that little disclaimer that yes, I did get the pack for free. But yeah, so coming back to this build, and basically this is the first time that I've really played with the new kit items that we got last week. I still haven't really done anything with the Grunge Revival kit because I don't tend to do Creator Sims all that often unless I'm doing something for my save file. I don't usually do Creator Sim videos anymore. I used to do them quite a bit, especially townie makeovers and stuff. But I don't really tend to do Creator Sim videos all that often these days unless, like I said, I'm creating a new family for my save. But I have checked out the Grunge Revival kit items, like the clothing items. I kind of gave my sim self a little makeover in my save file. But yeah, I really like those items. I can't exactly, when I'm recording this, basically I had a look at them a few days ago and I haven't checked out any of the CAS items since. So I can't really remember half of them, if I'm being completely honest, but I know that I do really like a lot of them. The grungy style of them is right up my alley, so I love those items. But yeah, coming back to the kit that I was kind of more excited about was the Book Nook Kit that we got, because yes, I am a major bookworm. If you guys have watched my channel for a while, you probably know that. If you follow me over on Twitter, you probably know that as well. And if you follow my Bookstagram, definitely you know that. But I haven't really been on Bookstagram all that often recently, just because I haven't really been reading all that much at all. I think I've read one book this year, which, or I think it's more two. I think I've read 2 books this year, which is really, I don't want to say bad, but it's really out of character for me, considering last year I read 45 books in the span of the year, and I read at least 3 books a month, let alone 2 books for the first 6 months of the year. But yeah, this year I've just been busy with a lot of other projects and I haven't really been reading, so I haven't really been on Instagram at all. But anyway, that was a whole tangent that I didn't need to get into. Basically, we're building a bookworm's apartment today, or a book lover's apartment. I don't really know what I'm calling this yet. I'm kind of torn between calling it a bookworm and a book lover's apartment, but yeah, I don't know. I was kind of dabbling with the idea of calling it a boho bookworm apartment or something, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know, what kind of if you guys think about the boho style, bohemian style, what comes up for you when you think about that? Because I know for a lot of people, their idea of that style is very different. Some people think it's just, having a ton of plants and a lot of natural textures and, stuff like that. A lot of cozy stuff. And other people feel it's supposed to be a lot more vibrant and colorful and all of that stuff. So yeah, let me know what your interpretation of that style is, because for me this is a boho inspired apartment, because for me it is more of that there's a lot of plants, there's a lot of natural textures, there's a lot of I don't know, not necessarily bright colors, although that can be the case as well, but for this one it's more a neutral boho, if that makes sense. But either way, let me know what you guys think about that style, what your like I said, what your take on that style tends to be. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what I'm calling this yet when I'm doing this voiceover. Obviously, by the time the video is up, I will have decided on a name. But yeah, at the moment, I have no clue. But anyway, we're building an apartment that's very much for a sim that loves reading. I figured, you know, maybe they're some sort of writer as well. Maybe they work from home, so they don't have an office space, because I did decide to turn this apartment into a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Originally in like the regular EA save, if you start a new save, this apartment is 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. But then the living space is like super small, and honestly I wanted a bigger living space for a change. Usually whenever I build in this apartment, I do tend to make it 2 bedrooms, just because I tend to build more family apartments, I guess. But for this one I wanted a really nice big living space, because I wanted to use as many of those new bookshelves that we got with the kit as I possibly could. And we also got a really gorgeous new like couch and like 2-seater sofa set with the kit, as well as this gorgeous armchair as well, which obviously I wanted to use all of those items, so I needed to have space to put in a big like living room. And yeah, I wanted to use as many of the bookshelves as I could. So I had a lot of fun kind of like, you know, messing around with the bookshelves, because they're all modular, kind of like the 𝘠𝘰𝘷𝘪𝘥𝘪𝘁 shelving and stuff like that is modular, so you can like build your own, if that makes sense, and you can make them as big and as small as you want. So I had a lot of fun with that. I kind of made this like almost bookshelf entertainment unit kind of like around the TV, and then it stretches for like 2 tiles along one wall and then curves around to kind of like go into the hallway as well. So it's like a really huge unit, which honestly I absolutely love. I love the color scheme as well. I love all of like the light woods and the white, and then I have, you know, a little bit of this like greenish kind of like olivey sage green kind of color, as well as this like really nice muted blue as well. So yeah, I used a lot of stuff from the 𝘠𝘰𝘷𝘪𝘥𝘪𝘁 pack, because I actually noticed that a lot of the new items from the kit, their color swatches like really match in like with the 𝘠𝘰𝘷𝘪𝘥𝘪 stuff like super well, as well as the growing together items too. I used a lot of those 2 packs. And then I basically just used a ton of the clutter kits that we have, and like the plant kit that we have, the blooming rooms one and the basement one. And yeah, I used a lot of kits in this build. I did use a couple of expansions. I used like one thing from Werewolves. Like this mirror is the only thing that I used from the Werewolves game pack. I used a couple of different expansions, but mostly like the expansion that I probably use the most is probably Growing Together, and then obviously Eco Lifestyle, because we're building in the Eco Lifestyle world. And then I used like 1 or 2 items from a couple of other expansion packs, but they're all like decorative items, so you won't be missing anything if you don't have those. But yeah, I don't know, I really love this kit. I really love the clutter that we got with it as well. Those like baskets, those wire baskets with clutter in it, with like plants in it. The one that's a little bit more empty, that has just, it kind of like looks like it has a couple of magazines in it. I love the book stacks that we got. There's this one book stack that's technically mounted on a shelf on the wall. Now that one, I don't know, I don't know why they mounted it on its own shelf, if I'm being honest. I would have liked it if it was just a plain, like, there's these like 3 stacks of books that's on this little tiny shelf that's on the wall. So it's not a freestanding item, it snaps to walls, which that part I kind of don't get. I don't know why they did that, because we can just put the books on shelves ourselves. Like, you don't need to have it be on its own little shelf, because that's just, it's kind of annoying, if I'm being completely honest. I would have liked to have had like, I don't know, maybe a couple more stacks of books. We have this one stack that's like really tall, and you can stack them on top of each other, so you can make like really insane like towers of books. And then we have this other book stack that has all of these like upright standing books with like 2 bookends as well, which I actually really love. I ended up using it multiple times in the apartment, that little one with the end pieces that I'm using at the moment. So yeah, I would have liked to just have had a couple more stacks of books, just to make it a little bit more like it, to kind of make it look like you're not just using the same books over and over and over again, if you want to fill up the shelves that they gave us. So yeah, they gave us obviously full shelves that have like all of the shelves filled already, but then they gave us a couple of pieces that have like just 1 or 2 clutter items on them that you can put your own stuff on. They also gave us one that's completely empty as well, so you can kind of like do whatever you want with it. It doesn't need to be used as a bookshelf. You can use it like, I use that piece in the kitchen actually above the stove. I use it as like kitchen storage. So yeah, there's a couple of really versatile pieces. Like I said, I don't know, I would have liked to have had some more book clutter, if that makes sense, just to make it look a little bit less repetitive if you end up building like a really huge library and you have to fill out the shelves yourself. Because if you just use the shelves that are already filled, then it also ends up looking repetitive. So yeah, you kind of like have to like spread them out and put these like half empty shelves in between just to break it up a little bit. And then obviously you have to clutter them up yourself if you want to make it look like full and stuff, which obviously I wanted to do. So yeah, kind of making it look like it's not super repetitive was, I don't want to say hard, because it kind of wasn't, because I wasn't pack restricted at all. But if you only had like the base game, for example, and you didn't have all of these other book clutter items that I have, like from Tiny Living and, you know, all of that other packs that have stuff like that, then it can get a little repetitive. But yeah, I did have to cut out a bit of me cluttering these shelves because it took me ages and ages to get done. But I didn't cut out too much about this build, if I'm being honest. I only cut out, like I said, some cluttering because it's just, it gets repetitive. I move the camera around a lot and I end up placing stuff, moving them a little bit, placing them, moving them a little bit again. You know, it's kind of like, it's kind of boring to watch basically. But yeah, we also got this little tray with the kit that I absolutely love. The little tray that has the coffee cup and, you know, the little book in it, kind of like your Sims been reading on their laps. So I wanted to put that on the couch, which, you know, shout out to the tool mod for making that so much easier. But yeah, I ended up doing that. That would also work really, really great if you wanted to do something like on a bed, for example, and have it like as a little tray on a bed. That would also look really, really nice. And yeah, we also got this coffee table, obviously those couches, that rug as well, which I absolutely adore. I wish it came in a couple more swatches, the rug. I like the swatches of the couches. I wish the rug came in a few more swatches that, I don't know, maybe some more colorful swatches, because they're all either like this beige color or white, or a like there's a black swatch, there's kind of like a grayish blue swatch, a white. I think there's like 5 swatches of that rug. I wish it came in a few more swatches, the rug in particular. All of the other items I love the swatches of. I love that painting that we got as well. We got a painting with a kit that it's a wall mounted painting, but it's not like flush with the wall. So it kind of looks like it has been hung up and it's hanging by like a wire. So the top of it is like rotated slightly. It's like tilted a little bit away from the wall, which for me makes so much sense because it just looks so realistic. It doesn't look like you put the picture up with like double-sided tape. It looks like there's a nail or something or a hook in the wall and the picture is actually hanging on the wall. It's not like, you know, glued to the wall basically, which I love because that's the way all of the paintings and photos and everything in our house looks. So yeah, I love that. I love the fact that it's not like flush with the wall or anything. It's fantastic. And all of the swatches of that as well. There's so many different swatches. There's, I think, 3 different frames. Like there's a brown one, a white one, and a black one. And then all of those frames have various different swatches of paint, of like pictures inside of it. So that's really, really cool. But yeah, we're just finishing up cluttering the kitchen, and then that is going to be it for this video. But we are going to be jumping into a live tour in just a second so that I can show you guys around the apartment, show you the floor plan and all of that stuff, because it can be a little bit difficult to see everything when the video is all sped up. So yeah, let's jump into the tour and show you around. Okay, so here we are in the game. This is the Pinecrest apartments. Now I do have the modern development action plan, like neighborhood action plan, as well as the, I believe it's like green initiatives one. I did cheat to enable them so that the apartments look like this more modern version of them. But yeah, so this is the apartment. This is the floor plan, in case you guys were wondering about that. And this is it with the grid on, even though you can't really see the grid because the flooring is so light. But yeah, so if you come into the apartment, we have the big window, a little plant, you know, a lot of like clutter storage space. And for some reason, it did end up deleting a couple of my shelves that I had up here, because why? The game is annoying like that. So a lot of the times, sometimes, like not like a lot of the times, but sometimes it will go in and like delete items that you have placed down. So if this happens, if you want to download this apartment and this happens to you, just go into your family inventory and like put them back. As you could see, like that's kind of like how I just did that. You just have to pull them out, place them down, and they're good to go. But yeah, that's not a me thing, it's a Sims thing. So yeah, just make sure you have move objects on and then just place them back down again, I guess. But yeah, it's just a game thing. But yeah, so you come in, you have a little seat where you can sit and take your shoes off, a little coat rack, the mirror from the werewolves pack. And then this is kind of where that like big wraparound bookcase starts. So I did use this like beginning one as a little like, I have them staggered so they're not all the same height, and I use them kind of like as a hallway table. But obviously there's also a ton of different books in there. We have, you know, a lot of different bookshelves, a lot of different books, all of that stuff. We have the TV unit that I kind of use those same bookshelves to make a little like, I guess, entertainment unit for. We have, you know, big TV, very nice, very cozy, kind of like I almost said kitchen, but living room that I absolutely love. We have all of like the big windows. I used these paintings that we got from the kit and I layered them over this like mirror that we got from the Decor to the Max kit. So yeah, I love the way that looks. And then this leads into the little like kitchen area. It's kind of a small kitchen, but it has everything your Sims could need. You have a little dining table. We have a laptop that I actually have. I actually did this trick where I sized down like a table, another table, really tiny. I actually did that with the tool mod. And then I hid it in the like regular size table. Now I did playtest this. Your Sims can sit at the regular table. They can use the computer. But if the computer is on that table, they actually won't eat at that table, like at the regular table. And even if I have the computer snapped to the like normal size table like that, and I have it like set up normally, then even then they won't eat at the table because the computer is there. So it's not because I merged another table into it, it's literally because the laptop is on the table. So even if I didn't do that like move objects thing, they wouldn't use it if you have a laptop on the table, which is weird. But anyway, that's just something to keep in mind. So like just put the laptop in your Sims' inventory before you try and eat there, or just have them eat on the couch. That's totally fine. But yeah, we have a little kitchen over here. I used one of those bookshelf pieces to make this little like open cabinet. I used the Dream Home Decorator cabinets and counters as well. Like the stove and fridge are actually from Growing Together. And then yeah, just a bunch of other kitchen related clutter items. And I did decorate this shelf off camera because when I was going to take the thumbnail picture, I actually noticed that I hadn't cluttered up the shelf up here. So yeah, I did do that off camera, the bathroom. Just the shelf cluttering and like by the sink. But yeah, we have a little bathroom, shower tub, toilet, sink. I did playtest everything in the apartment, like I said. So yeah, your Sims can get through there. They can use everything. And then right at the front, we have the bedroom, which again, did playtest it. They can get all around it, use both sides. And the bedroom is a little bit less cluttered than the rest of the apartment, even though, you know, we have some clutter, some books on the dresser over there and in the little like windowsill as well. But yeah, it's a little bit less cluttered, a little bit more, I guess, I don't know, cozy and serene looking in a way. So yeah, we have that. And that is basically the entire apartment. It is up on the gallery if you want to go ahead and download it. I will have all of my gallery information, gallery ID, all of that stuff in the description as usual. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know, give the video a like. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to see some more Sims content, feel free to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell as well to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. But yeah, that is basically everything said. I will also have the tray files up for channel members as soon as this video goes out. And then in 3 weeks, the tray files will be going up on my Tumblr, my Builds Tumblr as well. And yeah, I'm still in the process of uploading all of my like older builds to my Tumblr, just because I have over 800 videos on the channel and most of them are builds. At least like 600, almost 700 of them are builds that I need to go back, get the tray files for, you know, upload them. It's taking me a while, and with everything that's happened, it's taking me longer than I would have liked it to because I couldn't work on it as much. But yeah, if there's a particular build that you really want the tray files for, let me know down in the comments and I will upload it to my Tumblr. And my Builds Tumblr as well as my like main Tumblr is always linked in the description of every video. So yeah, definitely go ahead, check that out. But I hope you're all having a great day and a great week so far, and I'll talk to you all in my very next video. Bye everyone.